It's actually not Jonathan, it's just John. So if you could get that right next time, that would be terrific. Actually, in my neighborhood, I live in the Bronx. I go to school in the Bronx, and we had an ice cream truck that was also, I'm pretty confident, was selling weed because they were doing business at 12 a.m. in January. And that's true. This is even funnier. I'm a big fan of the comedy clubs. I find the comedy clubs be a good date because she laughs the whole time and I don't have to say a goddamn thing. Any place that doesn't involve dancing is probably best for me. I had a bad experience once. I was at a family wedding and I had probably a little too much to drink for that venue. And I found myself in the middle of the dance floor dancing in a way that I would probably dance more at like, 8th grade dance, like when the hormones are really thriving. And so I, with the girl in front of me, became a little aroused. And I didn't really think it was that big a deal because, we're dancing like that. It seems like a natural progression to me, but she didn't see it that way. She turned around, slapped me in the face, walked away and would not talk to me for the rest of the evening. And so I learned something very important that night. I learned that my grandma can be a real bitch sometimes. We all saw, I think, the Sarah Palin interviews that were on a couple weeks ago. Anyone watch those? No? No one? I didn't think so. I didn't either. But they advertised them like Palin on foreign policy, Palin on domestic policy, Palin on her family. And I was a little disappointed that I missed the one with the hot Palin on Palin. All right. I was also reading the news and I heard a story about a woman in West Virginia in 2007. She claimed that she was raped and beaten by 7 men. And now, 2 years later, she says that that wasn't true, that it didn't happen, that she lied about the whole thing. So when they reached for comment, the 7 men were asked what they were going to do when they cleared all the charges, and they said, well, we're going to find the woman and we're going to rape her and beat her. I was also watching Channel 13, daytime. I'm a college kid. I don't have a job and I don't go to class that much. So I was watching Sesame Street, brought me back to the good old days. And, they changed the Cookie Monster to the Veggie Monster. Yeah, to promote health. It's fucking bullshit. I think it sucks. But so I was thinking, did the Cookie Monster change his diet, or did they just get a whole new monster who, instead of eating cookies, eats vegetables? Because I got to be honest, I could see the Cookie Monster really taking a fall, because, that guy ate nothing but cookies for 40 seasons. And that is not good for your health. That is how you get diabetes. And it's also how you become morbidly obese. And try being a Muppet and getting a health insurance policy. It's probably not going to happen. So I think what happened to him is that he's fucking dead. I was online and I ran across one of those, the ads on the side that want you to click, and it was called CatholicMatch.com. So where local Catholic singles can meet other local Catholic singles and raise a local Catholic family, hopefully. And just a note for anyone considering using CatholicMatch.com, I wouldn't expect her to put out on the first date. Because she's Catholic. Chastity, that's what those people are about. Actually, I'm Catholic, actually, for a while now, actually. And a lot of people think I'm Jewish. I think it's because of the hair, because I love matzo ball soup, because I know a couple of Hebrew prayers, and because I'm circumcised. But full Catholic from high school through college now, and you come across a couple of interesting biblical stories when you've been around for this long. And I'd like to share one. I think it's really inspiring. One day, Jesus was out performing miracles. He was curing epilepsy, and every time he did, since a miracle had been done, God would shine a bright light down from above, and all the epileptics who were waiting in line would have another seizure. Went on like this for hours. It was a rough day. So we got home, and he wanted to lay down with his wife, Mary Magdalene, and So they go to bed and they start to make love, and Jesus could not get an erection. He couldn't get it up, and she didn't quite understand. I mean, this guy can raise people from the dead, but he can't raise his own dick up right now. And he said, hey, look, I'm a man. I'm human. If you hadn't read the fucking Bible, this happens to men, okay? So, he slept on the couch, and next day he consulted his father, not Joseph. Joseph he always considered to be more of a stepfather. He consulted God, and he said, can you help me out? And God said, yeah, I can help you out. I'm going to send you to a urologist. He's the best. And this urologist had actually helped God out. God got a little drunk at a party with a bunch of other gods, and he fucked Aphrodite that night, and got a little situation down there. You got to figure that the goddess of love and passion is going to have a couple STDs. So, he sent Jesus, and he got an appointment that day, which itself was a miracle because the guy was booked for like 3 months. And so again, since a miracle had been done, God shined a light down from above, and all the epileptics had another seizure. And it was no problem. Got a prescription, went home and took it on the first day, took it on the second day, and on the third day it rose again in fulfillment of the prescription. That's all. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yeah.
That was awesome. All right. Give him a hand. Oh, my God. All right. I mean, that's it. Here I am. It's like, move over Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. He's a